Graphic design, social media, marketing, branding. Check out our sponsors Vision Byte Creative Design Studio on visionbyte.co.uk to find out more and use code APE20 for 20% off your first order. Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Ape Huncho, back at you again with another video. Now, this video that we're about to get into is kind of a ranty kind of a discussion video, and it's kind of like how I used to do my old videos, where I kind of stopped doing them now, where people would preview songs, etc., and I would speak about it, so I guess we can kind of put it in that bracket. So, I was scrolling through YouTube, and I got a video recommended to me. Now, I don't know how much you guys are interested in New York drill or other drill scenes from around the world, but me, myself, I'm pretty interested, and I take interest from artists across the pond. So when I started listening to New York drill, I could tell there was a distinct difference between Chicago drill and New York drill. And yes, I did listen to Chicago drill when it was popping, when it was a thing. I think it was about 2012, maybe like April, May time 2012, I started listening to Chief Keef. I followed their journey, I followed everybody else's journey, and I followed the journey when it had come over to the UK, when we adopted the sound, and then I followed it until it went back over to New York. The first time I heard it in New York was about the end of 2016, I think, or at the start of 2017, around that time. And I remember the first artist that I listened to was 22G Suburban. And for you guys that can't find the song or think the song has been taken down, it is still up there. You just have to type in 22G's Blicky Gang, because if you type in 22G's No Suburban, the re-upload comes up. And I believe why you can't find the original version is because it's been age restricted. Now, for you Chicago drill fans that are going to at me for saying, but why are you saying when it was popping back in 2012, 2013? In my opinion, I believe Chicago drill was popping from 2012 to 2015, although it has started to re-emerge with new artists like King Von, and obviously FBG Duck is doing his thing, and there's a lot of other Chicago artists out there that I rate highly, and FBG Duck has been doing his thing for ages now, and he definitely deserves the attention that he's getting right now. And I do fuck with Chicago drill, but in my opinion, do I think it's the forefront of drill music in general? I don't. I know people say that Chicago drill and UK drill are different, but everybody's adopting our sound, UK drill. This is mostly via the beats, but there is other things as well. Now again, the only reason that I say UK drill is the forefront of drill music, even though again it should be separated into two different genres, I do believe it's because the UK has had the biggest influence around the world. Now granted, Chicago obviously influenced UK drill, but we took the sound, we ran with it, and now of course you've got Irish drill, Australian drill, even like the American drill scenes are taking influence from UK drill, and that's the reason why I say that. So going back to my original point, I was scrolling through YouTube and I get this 22G's video recommended to me, and it's on a channel called Kids Takeover. I believe it's a Canadian channel, and they do interviews and stuff like that, and again 22G's was on there and he discussed a lot of topics. One of the topics, which is in a little segment, was talking about UK drill music. Now I will leave the full video link down in the description, feel free to go check that out. So basically in the video he pays homage to UK drill music, and I appreciate that massively, that a big artist like 22G's, especially coming from someone who, when I started listening to New York drill music, was one of the first, acknowledges UK drill music and appreciates it, and he understands that it has influenced New York drill, so props to him for doing that, because I know there's a lot of artists out there, I'm not going to say any names, but there is certain artists that won't pay homage to UK drill rappers, and basically they've just taken the sound, ran with it, and made out it's their own sound, so props to 22G's first of all for paying homage. So the presenter goes and shows 22G's Unknown T, Homet and B, and again 22G's acknowledges that it's fire, and I agree, it's fire. Then they start breaking down if 22G's would ever collaborate with a UK artist, and again if we go back not too long ago when I used to preview songs and then discuss it, we did see that Frosty was talking about doing a collaboration with 22G's.
Can't hear that thing either. Shout out my New York nigga, shout out 22G's. No, we got something soon coming.
And 22G's acknowledges Frosty and basically says that he wants to jump on a track with Frosty, so all I can say is keep a lookout for that one soon, because that one looks like it's already been done. If not, it's going to be coming in the future. And he also says that he wants to do songs with Fredo, Dig Dat, and we already know that Dig Dat's done things with Lil TJ, and he's done things with T Grizzly before. Octavian and 22G's does bring up he wants to do something with Kilo Jugg, but they get confused and think they're talking about Huncho. But again, they both know who Huncho is, so they both agree they would sound cold on a track with each other. And I do agree that 22G's does fit all of these lot properly, and they would sound cold if a collaboration would happen. Then after the segment finishes, he goes on to shout out Axel Beats and Ghosty. Again, shout out to those guys. And he goes on to shout out all UK producers and UK drill rappers, and he acknowledges that sometimes UK drill rappers feel like they don't get the credit they deserve, and he says that sometimes UK drill rappers feel like Americans copy them, but he says no, he fucks with them, and again in the future he wants to work with these people. Now moving forward, I do want to see more US UK link ups, and I want it to have a real UK drill sound when they do a song together, because I feel like that will just be so cold, and I feel like people will rate it more than if it's kind of watered down Americanized. Like for example, if you look at Chief Keef, AM Skengdo Pitbulls versus Taze Chef G Zoo, I definitely rate Zoo higher because it has more of that UK drill sound to it. Like I know it's still a UK drill sound with Pitbulls, but it's more Americanized. I can't really explain it, but if you know then you know. But Zoo had that UK sound, and even though it was a smaller link up, it just sounded so much better. And I feel like moving forward, if they are going to link up and do stuff like that, they definitely need to stick to that true UK drill sound, which I do believe that they'll do. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Which US and UK drill rappers would you like to see linked up? Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.